The concert. The life at the concert. The party at the concert. The music.
While me patrosha emrana no nsiabo e dia pawesima aduasambie no ahayo Osikani 9.7 brana so esadana peso ye jedwana ye dia gokanse mu nsam ye de ebesum ya tuni din es a fast track sport sadana pe ya jedwai ensem pii ye bedi enkomo e Osikani 9.7 sadana pe ya transi de e adwuma ko bia daroma mo ene so ya se de dwuma de no je de Abraham Heaven Stars Enterprise sadana pe asijwa wo mo ebo ekyira me patro rom e wo mo coastal ho enam bia hwehwe na won sabetumi aka roma mo cosmetic shop on my cosmetics products and also abusu wa makachana no pa furniture hospital kwa no trana na chene Philippine room our Heaven Stars Enterprise na no pay wo mo eka ye ho djumadi no ye de ebe yam fa na se ni bim e ma Jimmy Heba clan no common ede fapim go Mr. Jimmy go ede aba eye enam nyarwa adro me patcho de fapim aba capsules kan wona no dia enye me patcho adro no ye tene se be ko ede tanyarwa ni nyina ene eboruam na kokko de fapim T&M Mr. ene typhoid ene malaria dro na fapim kokko eba Mr. ene se kokko dro na no pe boruam ene aba shobia on sabe to make be chemical na pharmaceutical shobia on se ka fapim go Mr. Jimmy go fapim T&M Mr. fapim eba capsules fapim kokko Mr. biam fa na se ni bim to me Emma me patcho Blazers Enterprise the quality mattress and obo dia boy dwama suram e Blazers Enterprise akacho mom e boga kwadjon kroma na bro sana pe opposite the Friday market na won so ko kwajo mattress quality FF market say ken size double student mattress rum e Blazers Enterprise na fian so no ya kwajo quality mattress be na no pa mata ya chi e djumade na de bako nim kakra bia me patcho ni alhamdulillah collection sentade na mpaboa e ho ene ya kwajo ne ntade na mpaboa tra hodo nyina ye kwaje e wa alhamdulillah collection some enso obsi the National Health Insurance Scheme Office eno e won yetie ene se Friday market na no pom so daroma eta ya cheri djumade no ye de Abraham yamfa na ase ne biemo entumi emfa ema me patron kan kwanta area Rural Bank Limited sika kura bia uni omo emin sa so na wa current account savings account ne different account nyina wo bebi atumi edama head office on kan kwanta krodium double chroma jofua domain crehos and crabatano ebi wo mo editor e chena no pay transi je di djumade ne ye de Abraham Big Joe Constructions and Architectural Limited one say registered architect contractor architectural design software design ya de na Big Joe wono ede ye edame badansi yensi dan pa e mawdia Big Joe me pacho wono ebe sidan kama edame Big Joe International Band djumade bia wudi no me pacho hu be hiase beba beje nkofo ani wase a ton sava fra Big Joe International Band na fi womo enso emebo live band say brass band na say me pacho ne yetene suspend ni nyina womo eye na pictures ni video no so de won be twana kama atumi de na no pa nyina daro mata yachi ya tena say de bramiden de Salim DJ Funny Extra na daro ma na dia romo Facebook rentani de mo Facebook na ko share fa comment to asie beje bre ye be kan nyina kama e show no so atumi e de ma ba text message 0244094378 and 0200693025 and a text message 0 by no sono meja to no makran e de ma be friend sam na sian kopiemo me patcho former Ghana Football Association Vice President Openi George Akwesi Afriena Rom e was Sporty FM according komo pina was ene ye hwehwe Blasters next substantive coach na Blasters coach ye hwehwe omo no me patcho de tennis ye ni technical director ye no ane say na me ne Rom enso e various clubs ne adia ye kope coach de na be kope player de na ba ye was sporting director mo ne be hu ese nipa ye kofa ne de na ba me patcho ne philosophy ne ye de no eno se e wo benkuro mu anya sadia asa ugu kurachi nsuro yente George Akwesi Afriena former Vice President Adama Ghana Football Association body sporty enso e boss ha enkomo Osikani 99.7 ne yeso ye de bi e de amount.
See, for example, if you go to, let's say, Manchester United, there's a certain sporting director who knows the philosophy of Manchester United, who knows the kind of player that must be signed to. Even though the coach can recommend that I need Asimesi, but in the absence of even a coach, there's always a sporting director who follows the sporting structure of the football club. It's the same thing with the national team. That is why in recent time, I have come strongly against the technical director of the FA. It doesn't exist. You see, how can you have? You see,
I thought Prof. Minta is supposed.
No, it doesn't exist. See, Fee, you ask yourself, how can you have a search committee to choose a coach for the Black Stars without a technical director?
Doesn't make sense.
How can you go ahead and make appointment for the under-17 coach without input from that technical director? This whole structure. Look, Professor Minta is supposed to be training coaches for Ghana.
Yeah.
He's been in charge of the licensing and all that. Then you will be here. All of a sudden, they bring a certain man from Belgium who has not gone through any of your structure. They say, oh, he's the under-17 coach, he's the under-20 coach, he's the under-23 coach, he's the blaster assistant coach. Where is your job? You see, if this was any serious person, he will resign. But you see, Ghana, he's looking at his salary. He can't resign because once he's being paid, if you decide as the FA president to do whatever you want because the bus stopped at your doorsteps, go ahead. I will take my salary. We were in this country, Fee. A certain technical assistant, that's how I call him, came to Ghana, employed by the FA. And the man came to design Ghana football DNA. Somebody who doesn't even know Ghana football. Someone who has never been involved with Ghana football.
Yeah.
He designs our DNA without an input from our technical director.
Wow, enti eno George Akwasia Free NNA one so edene samere to just ye Ghana ye football association ye technical director tene dia me patro aisa seven producer okanamanya sabio wontimi epono pokeke na so kapa de wontimi nka ene se nei ye kwafa bibia abewura mo man Ghana mu a nipa ne also hwena for toto niam as technical director no wono kwa ne ye mo ne nka ye na ye dan yakofo bi ne edenaba na ono ye football DNA ono won Ghana football ase one moment na be design e DNA dia macha sensem enei ensem no aye pinso ne ensem opani no wode atudwa ne waso kwa akofo opani ne den ade Carlos Queiroz shade na ba opani no ne technicalities nyina ne tactics no aye defensive star na Ghana no yenye omanya me patriotic defensive approach minded coaches no e wose wo mo ene ba ebe ye adwuma e de mo my Ghana yenti George Akwasia Free.
Exactly what they label the coach is what we witness at the World Cup.
True.
But you see, this is where a technical director comes in. If you are a Ghana Football Association technical director who is well versed with the style of Ghanaian football, a defensive-minded coach doesn't fit our bill. Look, people will say that, oh, Milo came to play one top. No, playing one top doesn't necessarily mean that you are playing defensive. Fee, am I right?
Yeah, because you're playing on the break.
You play on the break. Not only that, you see, a certain one top with Sule Muntari here, Kojo Asamoah here is different.
Asamoah Gyan.
A certain Asamoah Gyan with Sule Muntari and Kojo Asamoah or with even Steven is different.
It's a
more attacking approach. And that is what we are noted for. You went to the World Cup with a lot of wingers who like to express themselves. Look at the list of the 26-man squad.
Yeah.
It shows that we even went with a minimum defensive style kind of approach. But that's your coach.
So, wow, eno George Akwasia Free wano enatise ne wase Ghana hadi obia wonimi ye no me pacho se coach ono ne de ne se ye defend de dabi enya de bebo nyine nim se Ghana ye players no mo yankofo mo ho ha bo no mo ni bo mo be keche ne ade etofa kofa coach a ono no na adwinyira ne se defend de a me pacho nya de no ebetumi be no achi no opani no wasanso de nkomo o se referees bi Wamo kodi game bi Vision FC game ya bro sa ma referees ne kan say after half time no wamo enkodi match sini be mafaka wamo ba na fi call efiri ba bia ba allegedly ese call ama referees ne ka tro mo say so man say o ma cha nkodi match na nyame no credit enya de a matches pa de say referees ne be ja bia di biem me patrol sporty ene boss ankom ye ntensema wo pani ni de George Akwasia Free former Ghana Football Association vice president what the etu edwa.
Look, I'll tell you a story. There was a match between a team from the Volta region against Vision FC in Dewu. The referees were beaten. They were beaten mercilessly. At halftime, the Volta region team was leading 3-0. The referees at the halftime, they were beaten. The referee said they were coming to. They won't officiate again. They packed their bus They got to Legon, they were called to go back, or they will take their name from there. I am saying this here. This is the kind of system we are having in our country.
Who called them back?
That's the question. I am telling you, this happened here. A referee has been beaten. He's packed his bag. He's on his way to Accra. He was called and said, go and continue the match. That match must not be abandoned.
Wow, Auntie George, Aquasia free, one and I say, one so Edmund Samadema, Osikani 9.7 or couldn't come our sport in a watching them, and also bet me a candidate in sense in Waka say, referees in Bimo, a FA president Nankasani referees, no allegation of Penny Dean, Eddie George, Aquasia free, one say, and Okoyenti and some of the two, Johnny B.
Technology should be able to guide you.
Yeah, true.
True. Take referees to training, get them, groom them, do everything, prepare them for, and then in the selection process, put them. Look, in modern days, it doesn't matter if Kotoko is playing Hearts and the referee is from Accra, no problem. Mm-hmm. If he's a qualified and somebody who is upright, why not? Why not? There shouldn't be, the match is between RTU and it's against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, so that we need to get a referee from Sunya, and that thing should stop. Because when you have a competent referee who understands his craft, who understands that once I'm able to discharge my duty diligently, I am earmarked to become a FIFA referee, and by doing so, I'll get the chance to officiate in FIFA qualifying matches or CAF qualifying. When you have people prepared to take that kind of tax, selection of referees should be done without any problem.
Yeah.
Why is it that it can be done elsewhere but it cannot be done here? I can tell you, and if Ket challenge me, they should take all of us to Kisia Jabrin's place. I can tell you referees who are FA president's referees.
Wow, Auntie George Aquasia free was a name or bet me the incense in a black as a referees in a FA president Nankasani referees no pa. One nina and mum no mungram and special prosecutor the office. And they were babu body near the and some opinion Daddy George Aquasia free on so wakwa leje and me patron a tennis and a sporty FM so yes ye done ni Edamon Osikani 9.7 no was simply for Bibina ye babo Ghana Premier League na umutum dan or game Enkwa Emarahania the match manipulation Yente George Akwasi Afie.
People are putting in money, people are doing a lot of investment hoping that the league will grow. But trust me, the kind of manipulations that we know here. But see, don't forget, every club owner or club CEO is a friend to somebody.
Yeah.
And we discuss and we talk among ourselves. Mm-hmm. Last season, getting to the end of the league, a lot of things, I put it there. It's there on my face. Sometimes these days I decide to put them on Facebook for people to I just put those watch. It's so bad. But football has become some passion for some people. But gradually, the interest is dwindling and it's dying.
And so I am a patron George Akwasi free the Anwachino. And also say me a dumotia sim quite dear. Sata terminal a thing of the past. To be making sure say obakwa penipa. Amono wababeji ket ES or Kroku edinefro say yenye nipa foforo. Ema ne banfiam wotwe de ogire ma paseket waebi. Enti wasi amane ekoyentie George Akwasi free former Ghana Football Association Vice President. Ni samode etu ibja. It was sport.
After 8 years, I want to see the leadership of the FA changed, not necessarily George Free. Mm-hmm. You understand my position?
Yeah.
My position is that we've witnessed 8 years of Mr. Ketiyes Okreku's administration. 8 solid years. By next year, September, it will be 8 years since he took over. Mm-hmm. I am saying that Wabeyebi, Berima Beyebi, but new person must emerge to take over the FA. Not necessarily me. Me, I have not taken a decision yet. But I say that whether me or somebody else, new person must take over from the FA.
But if people call you, you go.
Wow, enti ano Georgia kwasi afie ne nsama na padem Osikani na dose wura manyame adoma enche September bo so mention so ese Ghana ye gina kono ni nyina ene se AFCON 2027 qualifiers no ye be gina mu gidegide pe na pa mame frantja ye ne the score anase wura ene the Scorpions of Gambia ye nyina ye group ba ko na ne eba ne se ne wura me pacho ukopie mu e wo Gambia na wo stadium eno enso so stadium ho no ye tense na mpanifo mu makwanya mekire kafo mpanifo wo mo se na omo emiti me pacho the count standard no ene minimum kasempanifo wo mo agya to me se yensese kra e wo the Gambia's Independence Stadium e wo Baku enti minimum kasempanifo wo mo se kwambia so no be make sure say me pacho AFCON qualifiers no wo mo ebebo Gambia wo mo so ekromotion so se Ghana ye ne la Côte d'Ivoire Somalia yenso enyina e wo group ba kuma no yenso later sana no pe wonsam no je DMO Jumazi na mo ye ne Gambia game no the 28th of March 2027 enyame ya adoma na sa game no ebetoja venue man krakra ye wura mu na afia nkohwe me patro division 1 zone 1 no ene manufacturer mo ye sense ye kakra ba ame emfantoja wa power sporting club wo mo ebesi owa wo mo ebeko zone 1A no mo me patro ne tenese Sankara National wo mo so agende wo mo eko zone 1A no mo Steadfast Football Club Tamale Amaboko ni Dadi Road Tamale United wo mo ewo Tamale Northern City wo mo ewo Tamale me patro Tamale City wo mo ewo Tamale Brekum City FC wo mo ewo Bolka ena fake bobo kwani di Kalibi FC wo mo so wa enti zone 1A ni sena mpanifire no me patro zone 1B no mpanifo se ne Yepe United wo mo ewo Bupe wo mo ewo zone 1B no Tachiman 11-1 the Sanso Tachiman zone 1 Binmo Bactero Sasana ewo Sunyane Tachiman Liberty Youth ewo Tachiman Doma Unity ewo Doma Wamanafo Mighty Warriors ewo be patron ya tennis wamanafo ena Victory Club Warriors womo ewo wachi kwasi Amia Chidema Soccer Academy womo ewo Sunyane ntise mpanifo achemo akane na Yepe United ewo zone 1A ena Stephens omoda mobile zone 1B ena mpanifo si dabi osi afshana fe swap ewo mo enteni ansakre ne ene so beto dwara wonsam no jedema Osikani na dosam shano so X1 Division 1 Super League no ne ateresa nyame atomene 10 am the third play final no ebeko so ne travel advisor wo mo ene so pon fidelity ene be shade bomo nyakopo eya adoma 3 pm the grand final ebeba so eno eye me patro Semper FI wo mo ene Cape Coast Mysterious Abusambo Ntwanto da side K wo side pande ene be shade bomo we eye games no so no eba so ewo me patro X1 Division 1 League Super Cup ne eguso ekoso Boston and Clay Stadium no emu ensam no na opinion day Eddie David Obinyako wono ene wa be the brands and communications manager Eddie Makrobia Kumasa Sadogo no wadin komanansa no me patro coach Eric Tinkler wo so mu guso mo monitor some of the players ahwe enso mo bokwa kwenya ba ko mienu bi Eddie na ababeshi mientesi mo pani no Eddie 2
yeah. And but at the same time we're looking to start building a foundation, physical foundation leading up to the start of the league. So we really have to overcross things, start certain friendly games a lot earlier than what I would normally do in the preseason, because as I said, we needed to assess players to see the quality that we have, and then we needed to do a lot of scouting over the past 3-4 weeks. You know, it's been pretty tough for Stanley and myself because we haven't had much sleep. Looking at so many videos of players both locally and then obviously internationally, and looking to strengthen the team, you know. And when
Eric Tinkler your coach Adama Krabia Kumasa Sandogo Kona David Obinyako no so somebody to join say ne oya ko player na sa wo be TikTok live mpa e wo se uji tumi edifin ho permission edifin wan sana watumi akwaye eno eye brands and partnership manager of Krabia Kumasa Sandogo David Obinyako.
You need permission to do TikTok live, because like I told you, you've given us your image rights. So before you do TikTok live, before you do dancing videos, you need permission. In a Kotoko apparel, in a Kotoko bars, you need permission. I hope these things are well understood. If you are wearing a hat and the hat is not a Kotoko branded hat, you have to take it off. All these things are crucial, right? So I'll end here, and I like to have questions. So if there's any question, feel free. Let's have interaction. If you want to ask you.
180 David Obinyako eno eyensabana no pode ho nsabana wode ema odwumade sintire nei omu ejide mapase ba de afane se kumasa sanu goko ni bibia bekwa abonten no awase make sure se onim panifo di nkomo me patro brands and partnership manager edi nkomo no ogitum se nei TikTok live ne ade no okwa ekotoko image no na wode ekwa akohwe na fi won so timi akwa sele na ewa abonten no awase bibia no so timi afa yewura montantam san gwohwe nkofo cross nsam na no pebeto odwumade no so me patro first transport sana no asuguso wutie no yes to me live on Facebook Osikani FM na dose yewura mu yankwohwe me patro Copa Italian na down round of 32 matches sekane to the pizza omo any Empoli shadi boni 1-1 after the me patro 90 minutes ni adono na tennis penalty shootout to the pizza for omo ekoma solo omo ekocheche sana boni 3-0 ya de Cremonese omo enso kwachi boboko ni tedi Sampdoria ya bwa mekamieno omo entimiante Palermo omo ekochi leche boni kamieno ono sonti bya nkwankwoti Roma ya nkwankwosha colorful scintillating La Liga na me patro gemba kwa community de toja na tennis Deportivo La Coruña omo enso sunu boboko ni tedi Elche yakoba 1-1 Pierre America Miliano François Bamignan wano enedi kanko tuatona hedima Deportivo La Coruña timna nwache no ena Aguado wano so akwateka ne dama Elche timna entene game to je Roma me patro UEFA Champions League ne channel so say last round of qualification games no heda playoffs ne na me eya duma bi ne baso yakopiam ewo ne etene so me ni de Croatia heda Dynamo Zagreb tene 7 pm zali wabo ene Norwegian club France Viking ebe shade abani Roma ewo Turkey me patro Suguru Sarakoguru Stadium no eno Fenerbahce Sport Club wamo ene Olympic Lone ebe shade abani 7 pm zali na that game na toja yakopiam ewo omo ya de Bulgaria mu me patro Levski Sofia wamo so 7 pm wamo ene EK Athens wamo from ene de Greece mo ene be shade abani enti playoffs no Champions League no ne mpompo so droni emu samna no predes mo juma de samna ena bani Teddy Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante watache da Roma o Italy Montes so anyway kasai me pachoko pioma Catalanda krachana wakoba ne sosni o hwenna watache down airport de go bisa Rodri o se ne de ne so de wono ne dai so pa na agba mo no woni doya koda nyina no se Barcelona tu no obesa kan de mo na chana ena Rodri wade koto Jose ne wo hwa ne mo papa se ba wa ba no wo be ya dwumade woni ne teammates no mo nyina e be ya dwumade abo teammates no ama ene trophy bi mo besi mo akan no omo so tima kudin kunde ya kase e the Champions League no kwa chari Teddy Rodri wase ba wa ba no wo be make sure se bobo kwa ni Teddy FC Barcelona Wamonsono wamo ebetumi age ne patro Champions League no e de so mo na so ene Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante ne no pani dia ono se demo djuma de sena no Pabania Bas Studio no na exchange of document no ene se guso e koso gedegede between FC Barcelona and Manchester City for culture the Teddy Rodri pani 4% mo ye wamo ewie bibibia na fe na no pai ne patro medicals no eno etumi koso hia pani 4% mo president Rodri ede ne cha the Catalan club no ene Barcelona for se ne Japade kesense nsake de mamuni o ene eleta sawan patro Roma enso ewa me patro djumako ya friend se okopiema eno eye poly market for omonse mamude tudja nyina ne so mo se akane the final Rodri ebeba no na ne tennis club a wono nanka ene o favorite so be Champions League no Paris Saint-Germain tum no ene sense me patro Rodri Barcelona for Manchester City ko benkoma crutch no wo be se akadama Barcelona no yesi amabobo ko ne Teddy Pasa wo mo chances so mba ne Champions League no in fact konkan about 70% ama PSG womo genata about 14 asana 14 na Roma de tum no womo so 14% chances say womo ebetimi age Champions League no e dey so mo na so me patros to Barca Rodri waba na national so say ni jersey number no wono 16 no tashe in latest amesaka and se catch and Daddy Fermin no person no e she jersey number 16 no wa jetumo wo so ko jersey number 7 na me patro Ferran Torres e jadi ato no say na bia Rodri one ebeche jersey number 16 na see discussion e koso no right no so Barcelona one de jersey number 16 mpaniform fama no e dem mpaniform jatuma one so makwaji diama no ene e later sabe won sam no ye demo djuma de se ngro mo crash and Daddy João Cancelo one so another planner ye da Barcelona team na kwa koje wo so no de na opponent de e de Anderson de Sousa me patro deco ono ankasa na she de trim sa kwambia so no ne perfect no contract no ne wo msase wan se kan kra from Al Hilal wɔtena fie afi baako a me patro ne yɛtane sɛ crutch no wɔbɛgye ne sika de agu no botomo na nkɔ bɛtumi ɛsa deɛ no nanso ɔsi dabe wɔne de Barcelona club ne da na kɔma so ntɛno a ɛbra na ne kyɛsɛ no contract no mpanifo wie ne na wɔsɛ crutch ne den ɛnso de Joao Cancelo ne salary no kra no wɔde bi kyɛsɛ na bi mpanifo ɛnso bɛ making sure so ɔbɛma ne contract no go through na bɛsa kan ɛdɛma Barcelona to so no de anya Barca de a na ɔnya na dwe sɛ football no ɔno ɛbɛtɔ akɔsɛsi akan ɛne Joao Cancelo de ne sɛ ma memfa nto gya Barcelona wɔma confirm na sɛ me de process omo captainship no say ne besi akwakoye me pacho captaincy order ne say crutch de Rafael Diaz Beloli Rafia wono ene for 2026-2027 season wo be the captain of FC Barcelona Frankie de Jong ebe na be de tre me pacho Pedro Rodriguez anase Pedro Lopez Gonzalez de Dona France Pedri wono be toso me nsan no eno eye Gavi wana fe eno ne Eric Garcia to the 5 captains afi wo mo belidi bobo kwale de FC Barcelona wo so editors na na no pamede mo ntuma de se wura mo FC Bayern striker Harry Edward Kane na Yakobi sana ba new contract talks ne bobo kwale de Bayern Munich ewo eno se no krapa ne sa kafe ba akonyamnya ntoma next year 2027 no contract wone Bayern Munich da rotten Bavarians wono eno se eba we gire ma pasamena ne ese impanifo ne no etena se no mokọ benkro na cheso external contract edma Bayern Munich team no se enya de nkomo no krapa ne sa tumi France ne momnyamnya ntoma eba next week no impanifo betena se na fe wamone ne enter jina bonkoma se ne pe a wono so benya kwanya no external contract no edma Bayern Munich team gire ma pasene afano no munyina no edomo twim se contract no womo ebeto so ntinya dia eye big deal edma Bayern Munich na fe wono Harry Edward Kane no chino Yakobi san se Ballon d'Or no krofo pibo dem ese wo Harry Edward Kane Ballon d'Or na fe so je eno se no krapa ne se wontimi nka ese Ballon d'Or no na beja na so wontimi nye excess aka akra na mpanifo so no eba be announcement se Ballon d'Or no kra ne se we ene kwadama no aka be abosumi miene ni ade no chino kra che ne de tujo so no de ogide ma pasene o so ye emo je Ballon d'Or no waye ni nyina na ene ne nsam ntino emra kakra no ye ntwehwe ne betumi apiem ene later se be na beto just Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes ne tennis yes Rom Ewotake Galatasaray wo mani bedia bedisa kwambia so no mo betwe kra che ne tin enso so de ne tennis Bruno Fernandes Manchester United captain edna konya se no Rolex class no 57 million pounds na Galatasaray for wo mo so my ready so mo betwa sa sika no na boni tin ed Bruno Fernandes de unsa beto just kra che no de opese was still on transfer fee was so cost sekere Manchester United team na ya misaka ne se United so ready eso mo person mo man contract extension na cheso mo team eba mo ma bibia fine na yese Ghana for the 20 million pounds na ba esa for beje se United so waje 19.5 ni ade interest Manchester United wo mo make sure so mo kaka beka ho ne later so Inter Milan Benemato na Razuri me purchasing January and a body team and so the Curtis Jones me purchase money etinachi na from kwa nya de bibia timi akonkan edama Inter Milan Benemato na Razuri amon saka me purchase Liverpool midfielder and Curtis Jones later so na prime saka and it's Inter team no wo mo eda another bit ebekwa kotomo wo mo ejire ma pass this round there wo mo ensabaka Curtis Jones na fe ma be saka na mabobo quality and so edi Inter Milan Benemato na Razuri Ramon AS Roba Pacho Enra Wamoso verbally ajatum with Bobo quality at the FC Porto so a brand akudakitwa Rodrigo Mora one Emma Mesaka and Fama Bobo quality at the AS Roma Joloros Romo Italy Nanya Mesaka and Sanana Paya Shasha Crachano what touch it down Roman